I'm Charlotte McLeod with the Investing News Network, and here today with me is Brent Cook, Senior Advisor at Exploration Insights. Thanks so much for being here today.
Thanks, Charlotte.
Great. So you last spoke with us at the Sprott Show in Vancouver. You weren't overly impressed with the sentiment at that show. We're here now at the Precious Metals Summit in Beaver Creek. How are you feeling the atmosphere is here?
I think there's definitely been an improvement. I mean, we just started to see the gold price move back at, I guess that was the end of July. Now we're the early part of September. Gold seems to be holding about 1,500. Sentiment here is a lot better. There's money starting to flow into the sector. You can see a lot more funds just starting to poke around. So it's looking fairly positive, to be honest.
You also mentioned at that time that it was unclear if we were seeing a real move in the gold price. Do you have an answer now or a better perspective on that?
I think I'm more inclined to say we are.
Okay.
But I think really before we see a lot of money really flow into this is if we can keep this gold price through the end of the year, January, February, March, there's going to be just a lot of money coming into the sector. I think there's still a lot of people hesitant, et cetera.
Yeah. Any thoughts on the trajectory that the gold price might take as we head into the end of the year? Some people see it going up. Some people are saying we'll see more consolidation and things like that.
My sense is I don't really know.
Yeah, for sure.
There's so many crazy things going on in the world. I mean, we got Trump, we got Boris, we got, the list of things that could move gold and cause real problems in the world is almost limitless now.
So you seem like you're taking a pretty measured approach to looking at the gold price right now. We have had some people who are making much more extreme predictions for gold. How do you feel about those types of things, like reaching all-time highs, et cetera, et cetera?
I don't think I want to live in a world with $2,000 or $3,000 or $5,000 gold. I really don't.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah, definitely understandable. I guess that would mean we've got a lot of things going wrong in the world. What stage would you say we're at right now in the gold market? I also hear a lot of different things about whether we're in a bull market, when did that begin? How do you see it?
I think we're in the early stages of a long-lasting bull market. I think it's time. What Joe and I are doing is we're sort of shuffling out stocks that aren't performing, and we're getting more and more focused on catalysts, discoveries, real deposits, that sort of thing. And we're focusing more and more on gold.
Okay. Trends right now that you're seeing in gold. This time last year, there was so much talk about mergers and acquisitions. I still hear a little bit of talk about that, but what are you seeing just overall trends in the space?
I think exploration. I think we're going to see that we are seeing the majors begin a more concerted exploration effort, which means they're going to also be putting money into joint ventures and funding juniors, that sort of thing.
What would you rather see? Would you like to see the majors doing their own exploration, or is it better to see them funding the juniors, or is a mix good?
I'd say mix. I mean, certainly the majors have a lot of smart people.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of them are bogged down with bureaucracy and health and safety issues and politically correct things they have to do, whereas junior companies are much more focused and efficient at working in a specific region. Say if Newmont Mining is interested in going into, I don't care, Ecuador, they're better off doing it via a junior than trying to set up a whole office themselves and bring their people down there and that sort of thing. It's much more efficient to joint venture in or fund a junior that's active in the area and knows the people and knows the rules, etc.
Is it good for the juniors as well to be getting their money from that source, or should they have a more diverse base?
Well, you're seeing more and more money come from private individuals,
Right.
And that's fine. It doesn't matter to me too much where it comes from. And I shouldn't say that, actually. If you want to be careful, because a lot of these people, they're just in for the short term. They'll flip it as soon as the 4-month hold is up, and there's companies that are designing their drill program just to get those people out, as opposed to making an actual discovery. That is an issue.
Just going back to trends, one thing that I've heard a little bit about here is the increasing presence of Australian companies coming over to North America. So can you comment on that at all? What are we seeing there?
You're seeing a lot of late nights with Australians in the bar is what you're seeing. No, I mean they've done really well. Their share prices are high, and there's a whole world to look at. So they are moving around over here. And I was over in Australia twice this year, looking at projects and visiting people, and they've done a good job. So I think we'll see more Australians, not necessarily buying a lot more, but venturing into projects with the North American juniors.
Okay, for sure. That's all for me, unless you have any final words of advice or things you're seeing that you would want investors to know about, I guess, as we move into the final months of the year.
Well, I think it's a good time to be looking at these projects, companies, and buying, but you want to be very cautious. I think, honestly, I think you should go to our website, explorationinsights.com. There's lots of literature and things that Joe and I have put together that, hopefully will help you in making your decisions.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Once again, I'm Charlotte McLeod with the Investing News Network, and this is Brent Cook with Exploration Insights.